Hey guys, what's up? I want to show you a little couple tips really quick. Already did the job, but if you got the code reading P2097 or P0010, here's what happened. Here's what's going on. The car was stalling, not all the way out, but it was hesitating to go from a full stop, and it got really bad, and I was afraid it was going to stop running altogether. So we went and started hunting for the problem. First problem everybody was telling us was that it was the O2 sensor. This is the O2 sensor. It's a little more of an expensive part. It was like a little over 90 bucks. We went and got that, changed it out, and the car actually, after I changed it, the car actually stopped running. It would run for 10-15 seconds and stall out. Did it 3 times in a row. I was like, okay, that's not the problem. Put the old one back on, ran like it used to, just rough. Okay, it wasn't going. So I'm like, okay, we got to read the code again. We had the same code but another one, the P0010, and we went and I went online, looked up some videos, and long story short, I'm making this one to shortcut all them other videos because this is what really happened. Okay, so we went and got the P0010 was reading what was it reading? I forgot what the word was, but something position actuator. Oh, it was camshaft position actuator. Okay, so they don't have a camshaft position actuator, but they have a camshaft sensor, position sensor, and that's what this part is right here, this little black part right there. You gotta take the tab, you gotta pull the tab back, squeeze it, pinch it, and pull it out. There's one bolt right there, and it's easy. Here's the part right here. Oh, let me zoom out. Here's the old part. Bam. It was up in there like this, popped up in there. And so yeah, that's the old part. So I changed that out first. That part's about 60 bucks. And I test drove it. It ran a little better, but it's still hesitating a little bit. So I looked up some more videos and seen that people were changing these timing solenoids right here. I'm looking at my camera while I'm doing this, so I'm like, eh. So yeah, we changed this solenoid out. This is the intake, and then this is the exhaust. Okay, they both go on with one bolt, one right here on this one right here on this one, and then again like the sensor over there, they have this pinch tab. Okay, I'm gonna start looking at what I'm doing instead of the phone. So they got the pinch tab, you pull it. I already fixed this one, but I'm just showing you. You pull it out to that position and you pinch it, and it should pull it straight out like that. Need a little bit of muscle, not much. Make sure when you put it back on, you pinch the tab back in. But same thing on each one. I did take this off, the intake thing, airflow thing. I don't know what this is called exactly. I'm a YouTube mechanic and I do things like this. But yeah, so I took this off. There's one screw down here. You see it right there? Little clamp screw. It's a 10 millimeter. Wait, is it? No, it's an 8 millimeter. Show you my tools for that. Here's my tools. 8 millimeter socket with an extension and a 10 millimeter. The 10 millimeter was for the bolt right there, the sensor, and these two bolts right here, the one there and the one right here. Those are 10 millimeter. These things right here are 8 millimeter. And get that all off. Pull the tab here, not this one, but this one right here. You just pull it up and pull it out. It'll come out. And this right here, that's a 10 millimeter also. So you only need 2 sockets for the job. 8 millimeter, 10 millimeter screwdriver to take this here cap off. That was 3 bolts right on the top of it. Pretty easy. I took it off with my handy dandy flat head screwdriver right there. And I disconnected the battery. I did that first off. It's usually a good thing to do, and that's that's 10 millimeter. Yep, 10 millimeter. Okay, so 8 millimeter, 10 millimeter socket and a flathead screwdriver. You can do this job by yourself. Save a couple $100 and a couple trips, couple days probably. So yeah, man, that I put those new solenoids, the timing solenoids on, and plugged everything back in, because I knew, I had faith. I was praying like, God, let this be it, and it was it. Hooked up the battery, turned the engine on auxiliary, let it sit for 10 seconds, turned it back off. I didn't start the car, just turned it on so the electric starts running and the computers turn on, then turned it back off, and then started it after about 20 seconds of let it sit, put it back on auxiliary for about 10 seconds, and then started it. Check engine light went off, test drove it. It runs like brand new. There's a couple other things I'm going to do later on. I'm going to change these coil packs. These 4 coil packs right here, I'm going to change those, change the spark plugs. I'll do another video on that later. But yeah, so that's the problem for now. Actually, the problem's solved. And that's how you do it. It was that one sensor and these 2 solenoids right here. It all together costs almost $200, but you can save about $60 if you order the parts online and wait a couple days for those parts. All right. I hope everybody has a good day and has fun working on their Malibu. Take care.